Hi, I'm Jennifer. I am originally from Rochester, New York, and I moved to Thailand 10 years ago, or no. Hi, I'm Jennifer. I am originally from Rochester, New York, and 10 months ago I moved to Thailand to teach in Thailand. And I'm living my dream right now. Taught in America prior to coming here. I studied music education and special education and taught in American schools for 14 years. I had a lot of prior teaching experience, although I don't know that anything could quite ever prepare you for for teaching here. I definitely can draw on some of my background knowledge to help me in my day-to-day operations in the class. Previously, I had taught high school, middle school, and some elementary school. I find myself now teaching 4- and 5-year-olds, which is the youngest age group I have ever had the pleasure of working with, but they give me joy every single day. One of the hardest things to adapt to in Thailand is Thai time. This means that you do not know when the beginning of the term will be, when the end of the term will be, or when the midterm will be, because they will announce it when they get around to it. So as an American who lives on a very strict time schedule and feels like they always need to be in charge and in control, it can be challenging at times to just have to go with the flow. But I think this is one of the best lessons I have learned, is that everything does not need to be set in stone, and that I don't need to know everything that's going to happen, that I really can just relax and enjoy teaching and being with the students and not have to know every detail before it happens. As for my school, I teach at an elementary school. We have 4-year-olds up through P6, which is about equivalent to 6th grade in American schools. And we have just over 800 students in our school setting, and has about 35 students in it, which is generally a little bit larger than American school class sizes. But we also have several adults in the classroom at all times. There's an English teacher, a Thai teacher, and a Thai assistant. So it never feels like you're totally alone. There's usually at least one other person there helping you to control the crowd. My school is fairly well equipped. We do have computers in all of the classrooms and printers that sometimes work, and internet that sometimes works, and I feel like that's pretty par for the course here. And so if your expectation is not too high, then you will not be disappointed with the technology. As for my accommodation, I was pleasantly surprised when I found out I was living in a high-rise condo building in my city. I have air conditioning and hot water and a small area where I can cook and clean my dishes. So I have felt that my accommodation was better than I ever could have expected. I teach Monday through Fridays. We arrive at the school before 7:50 and we scan in our fingerprints, so they keep very strict records of being on time. We stay until 4 o'clock in the afternoon, at which time we are free to go. Every once in a while there will be a meeting that's on a weekend or outside of those school hours, and usually you'll have a day or two of advance notice, which isn't much by American standards, but a lot by Thai standards. I think that a lot of people think that you're in Thailand living on a beach somewhere, sucking down tropical drinks and always out in the sun and traveling around. But I think that my life kind of parallels my American life. I teach full time. I spend a lot of time at the school, and then when I go home, I'm exhausted from a day of chasing around 4- and 5-year-olds. And so I do have some wonderful Thai friends and foreign friends that I've met in my community. They've been great as far as we support each other and we can take some time to travel around. I find myself a lot of times on weekends just trying to go around local places with my Thai friends, and I'm not a jet setter by any stretch of the imagination. I'm not running to the beach every weekend because I find that travel in Thailand can be fairly exhausting, especially when I need to go back to work the next week. But when there are extended holidays, I have definitely taken in some sights and enjoyed myself, and I have met some wonderful people here. So I think overall my time of teaching in Thailand is going to extend beyond the 1 year that I originally signed up for, and I wouldn't change it for anything. Have you seen the meme where it's like, here's like what I thought teaching in Thailand would be like, and here's what it is, and it's like from Jurassic Park or something where there's like 100 dinosaurs and this one guy's like trying to stop them all. I'm like, that's pretty much like, it's what it's like. So picture this. It's the second or third week of school, and you have a class of 4-year-olds or 5-year-olds, and they can, some of them, understand some English and some cannot. So already you're trying to sit down, and there's 37 of them and there's one of you. And they do give you a wonderful microphone that sometimes works and sometimes doesn't, and sometimes can be turned up louder than the sound of the 37 students all talking at once while you're trying to teach. And so you're singing a song and doing a dance, and there's some students that are paying attention, and there's more of them that are not paying attention, and they're running around and they're being very, what they like to call, naughty, or just silly, generally talking and doing other things. And in walks one Thai teacher, and they can make this noise, and immediately all of this chaos just disappears immediately, like this. So all of my talking on the microphone and trying to sing song and sit down can be just dealt with by one from someone from Thailand. Even with 14 years of teaching in America, and I think that I'm a great classroom manager, sometimes you just have to go with the flow. Yeah.
That's a good thing. Go with the flow. I don't know, I was just like...
and carry a big stick so they think you're gonna...
Sure,